Yo, bros. Alright, I got another video for you. Let's react to this one.
Okay, this little hinge experiment has essentially shown me not only is the algorithm doing something funky on the back end, but I'm just better than most of these men. Essentially, that's what I'm getting from all y'all's feedback slash all of the men who are commenting, who have somehow found my posts, who are saying I am too bougie, who am saying I look expensive, which I take all these as compliments. They're also saying you travel too much. Like, who's paying for this? All of that feedback that essentially alludes to me being unattainable. I cannot be the only girl on Hinge who posts photos of her traveling. Like, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Is that not? And this kind of feedback has been reaffirming because I'm like, ever since I really started getting to traveling, I've noticed the men are weirder around me. They act different. And it's just because I have a full life. My life does not revolve around whether a man is there or not, whether a man has showed me this or not. I'm just living my life and they hate it. Like what my aunt told me a couple months ago, and I was telling her, like, dating is so hard, you don't understand. And she literally said, Shine, because you're better than most of these men. And I'm like, I wasn't raised to think I'm better than anybody. She said, no, you weren't, but you are better than most of these men. And she just goes on to name like all of the things I've done in my life and I'm doing in my life. And not in a pompous way, but in a way that being on dating apps, I'm better than it. At least for the men that are on there, the caliber of men on there, they're just not, we're not on the same wavelength. And I always used to tell my friend I would never run into these men that are on the apps in the wild because there's no way we would cross paths. This is the men I do meet out in the wild. They typically love that I like to travel, love that I'm learning another language, love that I do have a life outside of a man always being there. So yeah, the dating apps are dead. If you're still on them and you're a black woman, get off. Please get off, get off. And to all of the comments, like, thank you all so much because I really thought I was crazy. I feel like this dating scene just gaslights black women into thinking we're less than because of these algorithms that don't work in our favor. And then also all the comments that are saying nobody wants to date black women. You guys aren't preferred. Yada yada yada. That's a whole other video. I gotta get into that. Okay, this little hinge experiment has a.
What do you guys think? Give me your opinion, okay? Here's mine. Now, I've done a video on this woman before. She has never been in a relationship, never had a boyfriend. Ain't a virgin, never had a boyfriend. That has to tell you something. You have the context, right? The context. Never been in a relationship before. Then you see this video. Kind of see why. You kind of see why. So let's break this video down and before I break this video down, I want to say this. I will never say to a woman, you can never find a man. That's not true. That's not true. Men shouldn't. I mean, on the surface level, that idea that women can never find a man is not true. If you watch my content, you will know this what I say. No matter what, a woman can be ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, whatever. You name it. Even hard to deal with, bougie, whatever. She will always have options. At the very least, men will want to sleep with her. But even then, there will be men that will want to be in a relationship with you. Hell, there will be men that will want to marry you. What I do say is that although there will be men that want you. The issue is those are the men that you want. And although the men that you want, will they commit to you long term? That is the situation. That's the situation. That is actually the problem. Where you won't find a man. You won't find a man that you want. You want to find a man that you want to commit to you long term. That is that is the more correct way to say that. So let's break this down.
Essentially shown me not only is the algorithm doing something funky on the back end, but I'm just better than most of these men.
Here's I think a it tells a this is the image of the dating market right now, where we have average women. And here's the thing where I say average women when it comes to the dating market. Your value 100% is your looks and your personality. She has a what I seem as an egotistical personality. Her looks, I'll say 5 at best, average, nothing special. That is your value. And to think that to be average and have such an ego, it leans to narcissism. And I think narcissism is such an abundance in modern women right now. Average modern women have such a immense inflated ego. It's insane. It really is. You think that you're better than most men, and that's how women. That's how a lot of women thinking right now. They are better than most men. They are better than most men, and this is why a lot of women are single. A lot of women are having difficulties finding a relationship. And here's the thing: if you don't want a relationship, you want to be single for the rest of your life. Cool, get out of the dating market. I've said this before. Women like this, honestly, you're better off just getting out of the dating market. Just getting out of the dating market. I don't think it's right for you. You don't want. You just. I don't think you have the temperament. The temperament. I don't think you have the personality for it. I don't think you have the mindset for
Essentially, that's what I'm getting from all y'all's feedback slash all of the men who are commenting, who have somehow found my posts, who are saying I am too bougie, who am saying I look expensive, which I take all these as compliments. They're also saying
it. Looking bougie and expensive. I think that's a compliment. Okay. I think it's. I think it shows that women are just way too materialistic, and it's their persona. They are way too strong, independent mindset. They're way too only about themselves. If you think that's some compliment, cool.
you travel too much. Like, who's paying for this? All of that feedback that essentially alludes to me being unattainable. I cannot be the only girl on Hinge who posts photos of her traveling.
First one, here's the thing where a lot of women don't think about. Not every woman is making 6 figures. So all these women traveling, it's a little sus. It's a little sus. It's like usually, are you traveling because you're with a man or whatever? But let's say this. Let's say maybe it's not. Maybe a man is not paid for it. Fine. This is something that a lot of women, I personal opinion, where I think no study or anything. Just it's just my analysis that women don't understand the dangers of what they're doing. Here's the problem with a lot of these women enjoying and cool. You want to enjoy your life? Cool. I'm not that's not my criticism. But you want to enjoy your life when you're in your early years, your youth. Cool. You want to travel the world, do all these experiences? Awesome. But that is essentially a problem. Why is it a problem? Because here's the thing with women, where I believe one of the most dangerous emotion for women is boredom. Boredom. In my opinion, a woman that has done it all, right, been there, done that, there's nothing you can do. Very little things you can do to actually entertain her. She's done it all. She's been there. She's done that. It's there's really, and this is the thing. Women have left relationships, left marriages because they were bored. because this man doesn't bring the spark anymore. He just doesn't have the butterflies anymore. Being with this man is boring. A lot of women have cheated because they're bored. And this is, I think, this is one of the key things to create the future of bored women. We've done it all. There's nothing he can do with you that is special, that will excite you, that will, satiate your boredom. Because you've done it all. You've been to the fancy restaurants, you've you've traveled this, you traveled there, you've bought this, you bought that, you know, you've you've been with the wealthy men, you've been with the good looking men, you've been with the tall men. Really, there's nothing special about any man. So yeah, maybe you think that you're better than everyone because you've done it all. You've been with so many different types, and I'm not necessarily talking about her particular. I'm just talking about a lot of women right now, where the, the, the ideology, the mindset of you've been there, you've done it, it's going to have repercussions, you know, later down in your own in women's particular life, where they will get bored easily.
Like, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Is that not? And this kind of feedback has been reaffirming because I'm like, ever since I really started getting to traveling, I've noticed the men are weirder around me. They act different. And it's just because I have a full life. My life does not revolve around whether a man is there or not, whether a man has showed me this or not. I'm just living my life and they hate it. Like, what my
This is a thing where, personally, men don't care. I think men don't care. Problem is on the flip side is that you're looking to date. That's the thing where I think a lot of women don't see the correlation. Fine, you want to live your life, you want to enjoy. But this is the thing where a lot of women don't understand the what do I say the how it fights each other. I guess the type of women that loves or used to or live a life where the single life where they only think about themselves. They only care about themselves. They only focus on themselves. Men are not a concern. Men are not a focus, which is fine. It's cool, but it's very counterintuitive when you're in the dating market because that type of mindset is where you think you're better than all men. That's the thing. That's the thing. You hear her. You hear her in her attitude, in her mindset, and you see it in her lifestyle. This woman never has had a relationship, and it's not. And honestly, it's not because she didn't have options. It's just that she didn't have options that she wants, so she can't attract the men that she wants, and she doesn't understand why. Because honestly, the men that you may want, well, they want a woman that they are a priority in. A lot of women are prioritizing themselves, which is fine. It's I'm not saying that make a man your world. No, but here's the thing: you are in the dating market. You're trying to find a man. When a man is not a priority, men feel it. Men sense it. It doesn't make sense. Why am I going with a girl that could care less if she has me or not? That I'm not important at all. Men feel that the sense of attitude or how she goes about her actions, her mindset. Men can see that, and I think women like this, you want to travel the world, great, but just like the career women, your focus ain't on men, so it's understandable why men aren't attracted to that. So it's not like men are scared or like insecure or whatever that you are traveling the world enjoying life. No, but a lot of men see that, okay, how am I even fitting into this life? You are living your own life. You're living your best life. How would I fit into this? It really doesn't make sense. That there was a woman that I knew. We're casual acquaintances, And I told her that, and because I really have good, deep conversation with her, everyone around me thought, well, we should get together. And I said that no, I can't. I can't see myself with this type of woman. She's chaotic. She's essentially, her life is selfish in a way. She loves to travel. She likes to do things on her own. She's very strong minded, which is all, it's all great because I love talking to her. But I would not like being with her because she's typically a rolling stone in that sense. She's a rolling stone. Her mindset, her lifestyle is a rolling stone. It's funny that when women see that those type of men, the men that can't stay still, can't commit, can't put a woman as a focus, women see that as a red flag. But when men honestly see women like this as a red flag, they call it out. You're insecure. You can't handle it. I'm better than you. Seriously? Because men see this essentially as a rolling stone. Essentially, that you only care about yourself. Your focus is only you. That's fine, but that is not what men want in a relationship. And prove me wrong. Prove me wrong because honestly, her lifestyle proves me right.
Told me a couple months ago, and I was telling her, like, dating is so hard, you don't understand. And she literally said, Shine, because you're better than most of these men. And I'm
And that's why older women are terrible at giving advice. You're better than most of these men. Okay. How's that how's that actually solve her problem? It actually makes it worse because now it just reinforces her mindset that she's better than all the men around her. So then she essentially should just stay single. And here's the thing. Her husband said, I need to go get an MBA and a MS, I guess a master's in arts or whatever, master's, to find like minded men at this age. Really? Get more degrees?
I'm a PhD.
Really? Men love career women. Men are love. Men love women with multiple degrees. Women with degrees are more likely to one either be single or get divorces, multiple divorces. So really, men aren't claim. This is the thing where like-minded men. Here's the thing: men that are, she's out of college. She should have found that man when she was in college, where they're actually at the same level. Actually at the same level. Because here's the thing: as women gain in status and find in wealth, the men that are supposedly they deem as their level, well, those men don't see you at their level. Because although you may equal to them or better than them in finances, in wealth, well, you're not, your attraction level isn't there for these men. And that's the thing where a lot of women seem to not be able to grasp. Men don't gauge women the same way. Your degree, your wealth may be nice, maybe a great conversation, but honestly, it means nothing to these men. It doesn't make you more attractive. At best, it doesn't detract from your attractiveness, but it doesn't make you more attractive because men don't benefit from your degree. Men don't benefit from your bank account. You're not paying for dates. You're not educating him. So women ask for leaders. Women ask for men that are smarter than them to upgrade them. Women expect men to pay for dates. Women expect men to pay for shit. So his money, his degree benefits you, not the other way around. What benefits him? Your beauty, your body, your personality. And off the bat, personality, thinking you're better than most men, yeah, that ain't benefiting no man. And your looks, average at best. Absolutely average at best. So yeah, really nothing special.
like, I wasn't raised to think I'm better than anybody. She said, no, you weren't, but you are better than most of these men. And she just goes on to name like all of the things I've done in my life and am doing in my life. And not in a pompous way, but in a way.
And that's the thing where these older women are harming younger women. Tell her what she's done in her life. What has she done in her life that benefits a man? That is attractive to a man? Getting a degree, traveling the world. How the hell is that attractive to a man? If that is, she would already have a man. If that is attractive to the men that she wants, she would get him already. She would get him already. But it's not. This is the thing where if degrees were attractive to a man, if money was attractive to a man, all of the wealthy women, all of the
I'm a PhD.
all of the high degree women would have men that they want married to them. All of them. But they don't. I the statistics aren't like exact, but lots say at least half are single. And at least a bit maybe more than half are consistently divorcing.
That being on dating apps, I'm better than it. At least for the men that are on there, the caliber of men on there, we're not on the same wavelength. And I always used to tell my friend I would never run into these men that are on the apps in the wild because there's no way we would cross paths. This is a
Okay. You're better than apps. You would never come across any of these men that are on apps. Okay. But it seems like you're coming across no man. It seems like you're coming across no man. You are still single. You're not married. Women can say whatever they want. Their life proves the point. Okay? It may prove their point. It may prove their detractor's point. Right now, it's proving her detractor's point. She's single. Never been in a relationship. Complaining how hard dating is. So, who is more right? Who is more right? The detractors or her? Her aunt or the detractors? It's,
men I do meet out in the wild. They typically love that I like to travel, love that I'm learning another language, love that I do have a life outside of a man.
they do they? This is the thing where a lot of women gotta understand. Do they love it or they want to try to get into your pants? Because if they love it, why are you still single? Or because you're not attracted to these things. So, you think it's makes sense to listen to the men that you don't want, men you wouldn't give the time of day to, that they're complimenting you, they're inflating your ego. You know, women don't understand. I'll give women more credit to the shit they say if they have results, actual results that matter. In my opinion, results that matter for women is having a good man, a faithful man, a man that loves you, and a man of quality that loves you, a man that you love, a man that you do would never deem that you settle for. Then I'll give you. I was like, you know what? What do I have to say? What can I say? You picked up. You got a man that you wanted. You didn't settle for. He's a man of quality. Then what can I say? There's nothing I can say. But it doesn't happen, or doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen for women like this. So
Always being there. So yeah, the dating apps are dead. If you're still on them and you're a black woman, get off. Please get off, get off. And to all of the comments, like, thank you all so much because I really thought I was crazy. I feel like this dating scene just gaslights black women into thinking we're less than because of these algorithms that
life proves your worth. not what people say. Life will prove
don't work in our favor. And then also all the comments that are saying nobody wants to date black women. You guys
it. It doesn't work in anybody. At least not for the top percent. Not the top percent. It's not working in men's favor in general, not average men's favors. It's working for the top percent of men. Working for the top percent of women. Essentially. Definitely the top percent of men. And the thing is to say that, um, you know, no one wants black women. Here's the thing. Rephrase it. No one that you want wants black women. I said it. No matter the category women are in, they have options. They just don't want those options. Plain and simple. So it's not like this woman doesn't get swipes on her. She does. I guarantee it. She just doesn't get it from the men that she wants. So, what do you guys think?